Ah, the ceaseless drumbeat of war. Don't you just love it? Just yesterday, Western intelligence agencies were announcing that Russia would invade Ukraine at 1 o'clock GMT. That's the earliest of the early hours this morning. So how's the war going? Has Kiev fallen yet? Well, no. Apparently, like Amy Winehouse in her latter days, Vladimir Putin is showing up late, if at all. What does it mean when an invasion so confidently predicted by, quote, Western intelligence fails to occur? Does it mean that Joe Biden, Liz Truss, Emmanuel Macron and other geopolitical colossi of the age have forced the Kremlin into a humiliating defeat? Or does it mean that Putin was right when he said that he was too busy shampooing the cat to invade Ukraine today? Did the Russian strongman look into the eyes of Joe, Liz and Emmanuel and calculate they wouldn't have sent me a dead husk of a moth-eaten sock puppet and some clueless airhead and a dinky French metrosexual if it weren't an ingenious head fake to lull me into thinking I could invade Ukraine with impunity? Good thing they didn't also send Jacinda Trudeau. That would have been too obvious. Maria Zakharova, Information and Press Director at Russia's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, has now asked the US and UK media to publish the full schedule of Russian invasions for the coming year so that she and her colleagues can plan their vacations accordingly. That's what it's come to, folks. Vladimir Putin has deployed crack teams of gag writers to the Ukrainian border. NATO just took 20 years to lose to the Taliban, so obviously this new war has a fair way to go yet. The Pentagon accounts for 40% of the entire planet's military spending and can't beat goat herds with fertilizer, so you can see why they're so eager to take on the Red Army in winter in their own backyard, because as history teaches us, that's the very definition of a doddle. Oh, but wait, they're not sending troops to Ukraine. Instead, NATO is sending thousands of troops to everywhere but Ukraine. Poland, Romania, Estonia, Bulgaria, Liechtenstein, Tahiti, the South Sandwich Islands. Danish fighter jets have been deployed to Lithuania, and for all I know, Lithuanian fighter jets have been deployed to Denmark. If you see tanks rolling down the street in Monte Carlo, that's just Joe Biden demonstrating his grip on those State Department maps showing America on one side and then a big blurry mass labeled rest of the world. What's going on? Are they really just trying to lance the boil of the fall of Kabul by holding a fake war somewhere in the general vicinity of Russia? What do you reckon? Email me, GBViews or GBnews.uk, or tweet me at GBnews. C'est magnifique, mais ce n'est pas la guerre, as France's General Bosquet remarked of the charge of the Light Brigade at Crimea. This is certainly not la guerre, and it's certainly not in the least bit magnifique either.